guys, welcome to Custom Reactions once again. You know now, if I like this, you know who they, but I do. Thank you so much for always liking, sharing, subscribing, telling everyone about the great things that we do right here at Custom TV. You guys are the realest, the biggest, the greatest, the bestest MVPs. Yes, please keep doing what you do to make Nigeria a better nation, to make Nigeria a great nation. Manga is the word from Lala. Make Nigeria great again. That is the watchword. Operation End every form of police brutality, reform the police, demand for good governance, and of course make Nigeria a safe haven for its citizens and of course for visitors coming into the country. Nigeria has the resources. We have everything it takes to become a great nation. So why not? Let's make it work. Yes, let's make it work. And of course, part of those people trying their bit to make that work, you know, via the protest, meeting with the IG and everything, is the one and the only Baba Madi, you know, Baba Haley Okochoma, you know, Ifeanyi's papa, Davido, David Adeleke OBO, the baddest himself, has been doing a whole lot, you know, in this whole era of youth demanding for more from the government. Met with the IG of police, met with the speaker of the House of Reps.
Privilege to use.
Putting his privilege to use, yes. And a whole lot has happened with Davido actually, you know, doing all of these things. Some love him for it, while some think, no, we don't send you message. Who send you? Why are you holding this meeting in, you know, in private? Why are you meeting? Did we appoint you? But of course, someone has to go. Definitely, someone has to go. Now, Davido has been doing all of these things, and every talk about the album, A Better Time, has been put on hold right now. It is not, this time is not a better time at all. It is not at all. It's not even a good time at all.
Good time.
So everything about the album is on hold at the moment. His label mate and his boy, PERUZZI, the Honcho Vibes, also has an album, Rum and Boogie, out very soon. But of course, that has also been put on hold right now. What exactly should Davido and PERUZZI do? Now, talking about PERUZZI first.
Okay.
Yes,
PERUZZI's album, I think we've said before that it was a risk him dropping at the same time as
Wiz and
Wiz. It seemed that they didn't care at DMW and they just wanted to just pull out all the stops to make sure their content was within the digital space. So it's now unfortunate. The same thing that happened to Whiskey it looks like it's gonna happen to the DMW camp. PERUZZI's album, although he did not put a date, was meant to drop like a day after Made in Lagos. Based on what he had what he had said before. But right now it seems everyone's gonna be pushing that. But because he hasn't definitely put out like a pre-save or a pre-order link, we are not able to see. We're not able to see the songs. I mean the expected date of the album. So from what's going on right now in the country, I think they will most likely have moved that album. The same way Whiskey has moved his album. I think he will follow suit. I don't think he will want to drop any content right now.
You don't think PERUZZI dropping his album does not really matter in the scheme of things?
No, it matters. If it doesn't even matter to a lot of people, like to him, it matters. Like business-wise, and also, like I said, with this album, he has plenty of things to prove. Like if he's able to get hits like 5 or 6 hits on these songs, or very, very good songs, then that we'll be able to put him in the bucket of people who have successful projects. Because this is a sophomore album. So yes, he has a lot to prove, and the timing has to be right for him. But we can say with the planning, the time, he didn't care about the timing because he wanted to drop when Wiz was dropping. So, but then it looks like that's not going to happen right now. Everything needs to be pushed back a bit or pushed forward a bit. So yes.
But don't you think that PERUZZI now wanting to drop, you know, I kind of have a feeling that if all this whole protests do not, you know, simmer down for a bit, Wiz might want to push to maybe about November or end of the year. Now, you don't think if PERUZZI also pushes to the end of the year, the whole thing, the wanting to prove a point and wanting to have it, wanting to go viral with the album, might still not happen because you want to compete with the Wiz?
That was the initial plan. So they will have to come up with a contingency plan now. If the plan was to disrupt Wiz and maybe come out top and see if they can, you know, like finally claimed that yes, PERUZZI has arrived. He's one of the top artists. Now they have to do something else. They can't do that right now. Obviously, they're going to move it forward. Davido's album, he said, be at the end of October. Although everything is happening right now, we still don't know if he was going to move. But I feel both of them will move. They don't have a choice. They can't drop songs right now. None of them can drop songs now because it was meant to be on the 16th. He would have announced it. So 16th definitely is out of the way. But because he has not made that announcement before, then he has at least the upper hand. At least he didn't publicly come out and say on this day this album will come out. So he has the upper hand in that aspect. So he can decide to choose any day he wants to drop it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so moving on to the boss himself right now.
Yeah.
OBO Davido. A better time was expected to drop October 30th, actually. That's, like 15 days after Wizkid's Made in Lagos, about 2 weeks after Wizkid Made in Lagos. It's still quite early to say, oh, Davido is not going to drop the album because it's still some days away, and then the whole protest thing might have, gone down. But should he still drop at that time if the protest has gone down?
I think he should. He should because there's nothing stopping him. Like if the process does go down and people have gone back to their daily activities and there's nothing in sight anymore, then I feel yes, it has the all clear. So likewise I said with Wizkid, like they have the all clear.
But that's going to be 5 days apart.
There's no. They were already going to drop 2 weeks apart. There's no difference. 2 weeks apart, 5 days apart. Let them battle 5 days. let them battle it out and see who will come up top. Like they dropped singles 6 days from each other. So why can't they drop albums like 5 days from each other?
Okay, so albums are quite different. You need like some sort of extra promotional strategy to be able to push an album and all of those things. But so you think Wizkid should drop 25th, Davido should drop 30th? Yes. What happens to PERUZZI?
This should drop to now, Shebi. That was his plan initially.
When?
Like I said, when we had that discussion about DMW, and I said DMW wanted to finish the year on the high. And that being said, what they wanted to do was have PERUZZI and Davido drop albums within like a few weeks of each other to battle anything that comes out from anywhere. So that was their initial plan, and I feel they're still going to go with that. They're still going to go with it.
So do you think it's going to be a Wizkid or a Davido and PERUZZI versus Wizkid in this whole album?
Yeah, of course, it's Davido versus Wizkid versus Davido and PERUZZI versus Wizkid. That's been the plan from day one. Like you could tell that that's been the plan because Wizkid announcing an album, PERUZZI announcing an album,
Wizkid.
Davido also saying before October 30th or even saying before the end of the year. That's the plan from day one. It was battle everything DMW has in their possession. Tackle Wizkid. That has been the plan from day one. Yeah.
Okay, but the thing is, if Wizkid should drop on the 25th, I personally think that PERUZZI and Davido should actually probably give it some 2 weeks and maybe drop in November, just to make sure that it's going to. I feel like it's going to be a whole lot of music, and fans might
not be able to consume
all. Yes, no. And then the streaming might be affected. So it will not be a battle of who has the biggest fan base, who has the biggest war chest in terms of money to promote the album.
No, what I feel is, I want it to happen like they drop.
Why do you want it to happen?
No, it will be a statement. Like whoever comes up top in that period, it will be a statement that yes, this person dropped an album and this album. At least let's see different charts and see how well they've done digitally.
Apple Music
will now be able, that will be a real determinant of who actually had the best project in that period.
We know Wizkid is not really an Apple Music guy in terms of streaming numbers and topping chart and everything. Davido, yes.
No, it depends. It depends on the type of song that he releases. Of course, he can be an Apple Music guy. If songs like was it Fever at that time was one of the top songs in the country, that's it. What I want is the top acts to drop content around the same period. It will now be a testament. It will be like a bragging right to whoever wins and say, maybe I drop album and you drop album and see how my album is doing now. I want to see that digital battle. I want to see it because people run away from those kind. That's why they don't want to drop projects during the time.
2 weeks is not going to bring that competition.
It's not going to be in competition because either way, an album has the lives. I mean, on charts. it has a week or two to dominate that chart. Maybe some standout tracks will now continue the domination. So, but if they drop it, let the fans now decide. How will the fans decide? We'll see how well the song is doing on major platforms: Apple Music, Spotify. I won't say YouTube because that is easily manipulated. What else? What's the other platform?
Boomplay.
Boomplay. Those are the ones that we have within our reach that we know we can check the stats. So those are the ones I would want to see how well they do when all these guys drop around the same period. We'll be able to now figure and say, and if indeed Peruzzi has arrived, like I want him to arrive, then yes, we'll be able to say yes. So
he's going to dust off with Davido and Whiskey?
If it does, like, you never know. If it happens, then we know that yes, he has arrived. It's an opportunity for him to. You should be relishing it now.
What album would an average Nigerian listen to at that point? Having a Whiskey, the Davido and the Peruzzi album together in a space of days, like you know, because if Whiskey drop on the 25th and Peruzzi drop maybe on the 26th or 20th, whatever, Davido drop on the 30th, we have three major albums. Yeah. Highly anticipated albums in the space of days. What do you think an average Nigerian music listener would want to be stuck with?
Niches like Queen. What I would usually do, I would stack them on the deck, like finish the first album, finish the second album, finish the third album. I'm going to follow that through that process at least 2 or 3 times. Once I'm done, I think I'll be able to tell exactly what I like and what I don't like. And the ones I like will be on repeat. The other 2 are going to suffer it. Maybe I'll just pick 1 or 2 songs, and I think that's what people, apart from the extra stands, those stands that it must be Davido, it must be Whiskey, it must be Peruzzi. Those stands will do their bit, but the neutrals, which I feel the neutrals are a lot. That's what we're going to do. We're going to listen to every of the songs on that album equally. Like and dislike the ones we don't, and discard the ones we don't like. So once those albums come out, the ones that is the best is what we keep on replay, and that means the ones that is on replay that is topping the charts will be the best album in that period. Let's have that war, because if they split it out and say 2 weeks, we won't be able to measure which was really
so
really
you
the
think
best.
the whole protesting is a good thing that it has happened right now? Maybe probably will put them in the same time frame.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it though. That's digital battle. I want to have it.
Okay, so I'm going to put you on the spot, a bit right now, putting you in the place of a predictor, someone who should predict. Peruzzi, Davido, Wizkid with these albums. Which do you think? You looking at you as an like as a neutral. Already you said you're going to play 3 of them and everything. Yeah. But which do you think you're going to like more?
Which do I think I'm going to like more? I don't know. I don't know. To like play them. I mean, I don't set out to particularly like an album before I listen to it.
There's some albums that when. I mean, looking at the artist,
the only artist that can make me say, "Oh, this is the first one I'm going to play," if it comes up, at the moment, is a Fireboy DML. Like, I would rush to listen to his album first before any other person. So, okay, if the question was who was I going to listen to first, I think I want to start with the underdog, which is Peruzzi, and see what he has in stock before I move on to the big dogs, which is Wizkid and Davido. Yeah, and Davido. Okay. And if I can't make up my mind, I'll just put all the songs on a special playlist and put it on shuffle. Any song that comes up. The ones that doesn't come up later, then I'll listen to later.
Okay, so what happens if Wizkid, or rather Davido and Peruzzi, decide to say, you know what, guys, this album is not dropping this year anymore, it's going to drop in 2021. Davido can do it. Like, he's someone that I know that can put out a statement tomorrow and say, guys, this album, because even the October 30th is not a very strong date yet. Because
they haven't come, he only just,
exactly. He just said a month from now, we go live. Yeah. He didn't even say we go, is it with the album, is it with the single, he did not even say.
Yeah, so they're still talking codedly.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why they have the advantage, they can actually move.
Exactly.
So the only person who saw the advantage was Wizkid, because he already mentioned October 15th.
The track list is out everywhere. Now, if Davido and Peruzzi says 2021, guys, that is when this album going to drop, what do you think will be the fans' reaction?
I think the fans won't be surprised based on what's going on. But I think the only surprise thing will be the time, like going. I mean, there's still like 2.5 months to go in the year. nobody says you can't drop albums in December or in November. But yes, I think 2021 might be far-fetched. The fans definitely want something this year, and I think they should be looking at this year to drop whatever album they have, because nobody knows what's going to happen next year. People still have albums that are ready to drop next year. So
I mean, Davido, for me, I would say he should drop the album on the anniversary of the Good Time album, which was November 22 or something.
Okay,
I think 22.
So you should make it a yearly, semi-yearly thing.
Well, it could be. They drop album every December before now.
Pasuma drops a December album around the same period.
Around the same period every period. So yeah. So I think that Davido could actually drop a better time on the first year anniversary of A Good Time, November 22, 2020. Let's have the album A Better Time, and of course a best or the best time album this November 22 as well, 2021.
It won't be bad.
It won't be a bad idea at all. I mean, I don't know for Peruzzi, but of course, Wizkid is expected to drop, this month, 25th of October, and of course, next month, maybe Davido, maybe he drops in 2021. We don't know. But Peruzzi, we actually don't know when Peruzzi will do. He didn't drop a date for that.
He didn't drop a date, but they made it look like
he was going to drop.
Yeah.
When someone asked him, "Are you sure you're going to drop Wizkid?" He said, "Of course, I'm ready. I'm ready for Wizkid. I'm ready for Midi Lagos.
Ready for anybody.
I'm ready for anybody. He's sure for me, die.
Sure
and the Honcho vibes, the Indaboski,
sure
the lyrical Indaboski." Anyways, Lala, I kind of feel like these albums are really, really going to be amazing. It is not the time to talk about these albums right now in terms of releasing. But of course, these guys would want to wait a bit and respect the fans, empathize with them and everything.
Be a bit sensitive.
Of course, it's a very sensitive time at the moment with the Operation End SARS, End SWAT, reform the police, end police brutality. I mean, a whole lot of hashtags.
And there's still more to come.
And there's still more to come.
Yeah.
So, and if it intensifies, just maybe 2021 is the answer.
Are we going to recover in time for 2021?
Just maybe. Just maybe.
Well, I will tell. We'll see.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I mean, it's been quite. The shows have been quite emotional for us. We don't like the times that we're in, but of course, we feel that it's also very important to drive change. Our generation are the major, front runners right now in terms of driving the change. Charlie Boy said, "I don't do activism for 40 years right now." And I'm older, I'm old already. So youths, please stand up and do this thing. You still have the energy, you have the power, you have the agility and everything. If you don't do it, who's going to do it for you? Your old man at home?
The old people don't even care.
Do you understand?
Only a few of them.
It's more like what Kamu. You know what? They resigned to fate. You know what?
If anything, they want all their kids to leave Nigeria.
Do you understand?
So I think it's just the young ones who know that, yes.
Exactly. They want to stay in Nigeria and probably get funds from abroad and get, probably go to do vacation. But the reason they would never go out, you won't see a very old person out there on the street.
Only a few of them.
Just a very few of them, actually. Yes, we are the generation that Nigeria needs for a change, and we are going to do that by God's grace. I mean, it's only by God's grace. It's only by God's grace. Anyway, shout out to everybody, and of course, RIP to the ones that have been lost in this battle. Jimo Isiak, the man, Mr. Ilo, yes, at in Surulere, and a couple of other guys. The 8 in Ogbomoso, and of course, even the police officers they have families as well.
Yeah, the ones that shot themselves.
They have
if you're
families.
the guy that shot that guy and you know he's your colleague, and you try to pin on someone else, please turn yourself in. We already know you're already in, but just come out public and
you get.
Yeah, let's do
God will make Nigeria great again. Manga, yes, that's a word from Lala, from myself, from Gusto TV. Make Nigeria great again. Operation Manga. Hashtag manga, that's what end every form of police brutality. Gusto manga. We'll see you guys on the next one. Has been Gusto Reactions.
Democracy.
Peace out. Democracy. And of course, like Lola will say. Like he will say, not he will do. He will say.
Now you they do this.
This is 1,000 words. See you again, guys.